If it looks like I just rolled out of bed, it's because I did. It's a Wednesday morning here in the Bay Area, and it dawned on me the other day as I was feeling really down in the dumps. I was feeling like sort of depressed, sort of like I was just going through the motions with my day-to-day life, and I just felt like this utter disconnection with my current reality and where I was at just a couple days ago. And so maybe you're feeling disconnected in this moment in time, and it's an amazing thing that you're dropping in with this video and with me here in this moment, because what I'm going to share with you is something that I believe is the missing link to better health, better vitality, better mood, happiness, joy. I ultimately think that this is the missing link to so many chronic illnesses that we currently are suffering from in this day and age. Before I share what that missing link is, I wanted to take a moment to remind you that whatever you're going through right now, whatever it is that is possibly bringing you down, I want to let you know that all it takes is one single moment, one single thing, one simple idea of information, one thing to change your life forever. So whatever you're going through right now, take a deep breath, everything's going to be okay, and realize that the power that you have within yourself, whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you're working towards, you can make it a reality. And it's okay to have these tiny little setbacks, because there's no such thing as failure in this life. What I believe is the ultimate, you could say, cure, if there is such a thing as a cure to our chronic illness disease, our chronic inflammation, and all the crazy things that we have going on with our health in this current day and age. It dawned on me as I was going throughout my day-to-day life, and I was walking and feeling just so disconnected from my current reality. And I just felt like somebody had taken my brain, and it was like a soup where they had almost stirred everything up and mixed it all around, and I just couldn't think clearly. And I know that deep down, if you are somebody who also feels like you're lacking clarity in your life, or maybe there's these feelings that are just uncomfortable, know that that is not normal. Those feelings of depression, anxiety, disbalance in your life, that is a lack of harmony, and that's not normal, and that's not okay. So stick around, because what I'm going to share with you is ultimately, in my opinion, one of the most life-changing and simple, free solutions that you can incorporate into your life. Now, what I'm talking about is earthing, or what's known as grounding. Now, this is not a new concept, and it's been going on for years, and it's something our ancestors did a lot better than we did. But while we live in this modern day and age, we're constantly inside. We're away from natural sunlight. We're away from the natural elements. And what that does is, at a cellular level, that creates disharmony in our bodies. Because what the earth is here to do for us is it's ultimately one giant battery. And by connecting your feet with it, or your hands, or walking on the beach, walking on grass, laying in the grass for 30 minutes, what you're doing is you're literally charging your body, because the earth has what's called free electrons. And those free electrons are negatively charged. And so what happens is, in our bodies, in the current modern day and age, we have so much stress and inflammation in our bodies. Ultimately, what those free radicals do is they create stress in our body. And all diseases, if you look at the science, comes back to stress and inflammation in the body. We have free natural anti-inflammatory drugs right at the base of our feet. If we literally just take off our shoes, walk on the grass for 30 minutes, lay in the grass for 30 minutes, the sand, whatever you have access to, this could revolutionize your health and reduce chronic illness, reduce inflammation in your body, improve your sleep, mood. The list goes on and on. And think of the earth and the free electrons that it has. It's similar to a conductor in a symphony. Now, without the conductor, the whole orchestra would be very out of cadence. The speed would be off. The balance and the harmony of the entire musical would be off. They need that conductor to direct the flow and create harmony. Now, the earth does the exact same thing for our bodies at the cellular level. So, and this is subtle energy, guys. This is much more powerful than any kind of pharmaceutical drug. This is much more powerful than anything that you could do to change your chemistry or even your neurology. This is at the most basic level of science and metaphysics, which is with protons and electrons. And so we need to create harmony at that level. That is what can ultimately change our entire existence, because what moves the nutrients and the flow of water, and we're over 70% water, guys, what moves that energy, those nutrients in that water throughout our body is this electricity, this bioelectricity. So that's why this is so important. And the reason I wanted to just share that is because this can benefit literally everyone. So it doesn't matter who you are, what you do, this will benefit you if you simply get outside for 30 minutes every day and ground yourself to the earth barefoot, or get your hands on a tree, whatever you can do to ground yourself and absorb those free electrons. Remember, we are conductive organisms. So the reason that we're not necessarily getting these free electrons and creating this harmony in ourselves is because we're wearing shoes all the time. And when we're wearing shoes, the shoes ultimately block that transfer of free electrons. So that's why it's normal for us to feel so out of balance with the current natural elements that we live in, because we have these rubber insoles that are literally blocking the charge. And I think it's just funny to note that there's all these barefoot brand companies that are coming out with shoes that say, oh, like, get back to your barefoot ways and walk on the earth barefoot with our shoes spread all wide and our toes have so much wiggle room. Meanwhile, they're still disconnecting us from the earth. So they're ultimately not really doing anything for us. So this whole barefoot shoe trend, in my opinion, is a bunch of bullshit, honestly. Yes, it helps spread out your toes, but if it's still disconnecting you from the earth, you might as well just go barefoot. And this is something because we're constantly blocking our connection with the earth, whether it's wearing shoes, driving in our cars, going to the gym, where again, we're wearing shoes and there's like synthetic grounds underneath us. What we can ultimately do is we can buy copper wire, very simple solution. We can buy copper wire and we can buy a copper mesh. That's like a fabric that's very soft and it's not going to hurt your skin. You can buy those two things, and let's say you're in an apartment complex. This is exactly what I did in my room, is I got a copper fabric mesh and I put it, like a sheet of it, on the bed, and I connected a copper wire and ran the copper wire out to a pot where I could literally ground it into the soil. Now, literally just trying this out for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh. My back pain went away. My whole body just felt in this state of harmony and peace and balance. And I was like, wow, I should have done this years ago. So that is a simple solution you can do. I know there's grounding mats out there, but they're super expensive and overpriced. And honestly, they use a lot of crappy materials and then they just overcharge you. And you're just plugging them into the wall, which is convenient, of course, but this is a very simple DIY solution that I just wanted to mention, is you can get copper, some form of copper, and have that connected to the earth outside your window or whatever it is. And that alone will literally change your entire paradigm of your health. I guarantee it. Do it for 30 minutes a day and you will see incredible results. And that's what this video is ultimately about. Whatever it is you're going through, know that you can get through it. Know that these little shifts in our life, guys, can ultimately change so much. It comes down to the simple things with our health. Clean drinking water, food, high quality nutrients, vitamins and minerals, grounding ourselves to the earth, vitamin G for ground. That's ultimately what got me out of bed this morning, is I just wanted to share that information with you. And let me know in the comments below if you ground yourself to the earth, any benefits that you've seen from it. Something that I noticed right away was over a year ago, I had rolled my ankle pretty bad. And so I've had this chronic stiffness in my ankle. And what I notice is that that chronic inflammation and that stiffness in my ankle actually goes away when I ground myself to the earth for at least 30 minutes, because what that allows is those electrons can flow through my body and neutralize those free radicals which are causing chaos in my body. And so right away after 30 minutes, I noticed that just standing on a grounding mat or the earth barefoot, I realize how much pain in my body subsides and goes away. It's truly incredible. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. And drop a comment below if you are grounding and getting out there on the earth. And kudos to you if you are. If you're not, this is a reminder for you to do that every day for at least 30 minutes. Much love. Hope you have a great day. And remember to subscribe and hit that bell if you like any of my content. Cheers. Much love. Woo.